go. That works. That works. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Mitchell. Uh, used to know a boy whose brother's name was Mitchell. Good morning, VIP. Good morning, cheesecake. Sounds like a predicament to me. What's up? What's up, Sidewalk Slack? Let me figure out what we're gonna do right now. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Double tap that screen. How do I turn the lighting up? Need it to, I can't see. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Is that one of those hanging chairs? I wish. I am so wonderful. I'm really good. How are you? It is well within my heart. Good morning, good morning. So it's so it's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Seeing you made me so happy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. I love getting to see all your creations that you've made over the year, but actually getting to see you was like such a present. I hope that you like your hat. I will be thinking about it often. It'll come into my brain and I'll just be like, nice. Yeah, it's like I wonder if I'd have known how happy it would have made me if I'd have got there sooner. I was trying so hard to get there. I'm sorry it took so long. uh, I greet you. Thank you for the greetings. I still have one more package to get out. It's been years. I feel like a dope. I feel like a dope being like, I'm gonna send this, and then not like taking years to send stuff, but mm, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. What's my favorite conspiracy theory and why? That's hard. Dandelions being weeds, and the fact that the government and everybody's trying to kill them off. Yeah, I guess that's my favorite right now. Mine is okay, okay. Hilarious. Anyways, did it work? I did I did read a handful of comments. I have not got back to my comments yet, but it is most definitely not annoying. I really appreciate the guidance and direction always, VIP. So I do need to get back to my devotional. I have fallen off track, so I do need to get back to that because then it'll just be an idea that sits in my journal for years. What's the coolest thing you've ever collected or been gifted? Oh, that is so hard. Coolest thing I've ever collected or been gifted. That is so hard. I've been gifted really cool stuff. I've been gifted really cool stuff. I think one of the coolest things that I've been gifted, I can't think of everything I've been gifted off the top of my head right now, but actually I'm in for India first time coming to my life. Welcome, welcome. Um, Let me think. I have one that I'm thinking of. Do I watch women wrestling and headbutt? No, only if they're midgets. What's up, Nick? What's up? Hi. Hmm. I think one of the coolest things that I have been gifted was from Nick. It was I'm pretty sure you made that by hand. It was like a handmade Pokeball. I guess it was a rug, right? I hung it on my wall. And it came with original freaking Pokemon cards. That was so cool. That was so cool. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Yes. We got a lot of trolls since we are growing. We have a lot of trolls. We got some stalkers. We got some some weird people definitely coming in, trying to cause a ruckus. So thank you for putting up with that. I know that that doesn't always make the best place to be. Do I have a pet? Yes, I have a pet. His name is Mace, and he don't play about me. Just in case anybody's wondering, he loves me and eats people. I was supposed to send the meditation rug, but I fell in love with it, so I gotta make it. What? Well, I love the Pokemon one you sent me. I'm gonna take the trash out. Okay, take the trash. Oh, cheesecake, you bet. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, somebody came in here yesterday, talking crazy, and I almost wanted to let them stay. I was like, I wish you would show up right now because I would have a good time with you. What do I call a duck with one lip? I don't know. What? Yeah, yeah. I also, my girlfriend, I was talking about things that I like wanted. I think I was talking about how I don't remember. It was just like I randomly was talking about how I wanted like an old Playboy magazine. I like artwork, I like photography, I like old school things. I like women, in the art sense. And it was like a couple of days later, and she came and brought me this giant old school booklet, and it had like all of the Playboy magazines in it. That was so cool and so sweet. That was so sweet. I think it was just hearing like her listening to me and then, giving me something that obviously was pretty like vintage. That was super cool. I'm still locked in the bird cage. I'm locked away. Yeah, what else? What else? I've been given some really cool things. But that was definitely a collector's thing. What else? What else? Betty Page. I bet you Betty Page was in it. Please help my cat. Aw, I'm sorry. Going to the vet sucks. I'm sorry, it sucks. Am I single? It feels like a trick question. Yes, I am. But somewhere out there I have a husband. Some of those vintage Playboys can be worth lots of money. They can be, James. I'm never gonna sell it, but I bet. It looks like it's worth money. It looks like It's definitely like like the this couple was talking about this hat yesterday. I was like, "Are they gonna give me this hat? That's crazy." They didn't. But in my head, I was like, people don't usually talk to me about really, really cool collectible things unless they're gonna give it to me. But obviously, they were just telling me because they wanted to share that with me. My country is the USA. Oops. I only sent this menu to one person to get their like opinion. And they didn't tell me I spelled saloon wrong. Can't believe that. Out of all the people that would have known what word was spelled wrong, I thought that they would have known. I did ask ChatGPT though, and Chat didn't find the word that I missed wrong too until later. I was like, oh, I spelled saloon wrong. Great, great. I know that man went to a saloon and knows how to spell saloon. That's what I get. Ain't no city bar. I'm so excited. This looks so good. I just cannot believe how good this looks. I'm so proud of it. And now I just want to be proud of the other ones too. I'm getting to be part of history. Vintage Playboys are awesome. Yeah, it was definitely cool. It's cool. It's a cool book. Very artsy. Has a lot of the times and the times changing in there, which I love. And my plant, oh my gosh. I thought this thing was done for. I really did. What it looks like. Look at Audrey. Look, this is a new growth. I was not so sure about this one. About this one. And this is a new growth. We got a little new growth coming here and here. I have not watered this plant barely at all. Like, like I was like, I'm sure I gotta water it at least a little bit, but I'm like, no, but we're not talking. We're not touching this plant. We leave this plant alone to the max. We're max loving this plant by leaving it alone. Oh, Tupac? No, Tupac somewhere happy. You still have a pull poster from an old school. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. A plant named Patrick. You have a plant named Patrick? This plant's name is Audrey. I'm going to pick you up so you can live in. Oh, I don't want to live there. I'm sorry. Next to the plant was your artwork stacked up? Yeah, it was my artwork stacked up. My kids kind of like threw them off the wall. And also, I was thinking about trying to send those paintings out. The person I was gonna send my last package to, he got married. I think like a year or two ago, like maybe a year or two ago. Um, I have like a shirt that I was supposed to send him like years ago because he purchased a bunch of stuff from my one of my boutiques. Um, I miss the pinup girls. You can get anything online now. I know, I know. I miss the pinup girls too. I was gonna start trying to like do pinup, but then I was like, it's kind of like the line is so blurry. I did a little bit, and I was like, I don't know. I'm torn because even if I was to do pinup, I don't know. I feel like it would get devalued somehow. Like how you're like you can get some stuff anywhere. Like people have been acting like that since way before like OF and stuff. People have been acting like I can get things anywhere. Like okay, go ahead. We're talking about what's in front of you right now. Was that plant called the money plant? Yes, it is a money tree. What style do I paint in? Those are mixed. Those are watercolor and acrylic. Do you folks still believe in marriage? I still believe in marriage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still believe in marriage. I had a miss who did burlesque. Oh yeah, how was that? I've always wanted to go to like a burlesque show. Um, yeah, I think it's so funny that that plane is hanging on. I feel it, and I'm like, is it good? Is it not good? I mean, it looks like it's good. At the base, I like touch it, and I'm a little scared. Yeah, but the best thing for a money tree is to leave it alone. Let it do what it does. I just kind of come by it and like spray it a little bit. You still believe in Merrily? Yes, I do. I enjoy them. Do I need a thumbnail editor? I do not. I can pull them over real quick. I don't know if I'll sell any of these ones because they're big and I don't want to have to deal with sending stuff because I already suck at sending stuff. But this is a fly. It's kind of like a fly on the wall. It's got you can't see. I hate that some of my artwork you can't see, but some of it I like make with glitter and it says zoom lens adjust focus. In the original one that's in my book, each of these little lines I had something different written on. So it said like social media, corn, uh it had like a bunch of different words basically and just um like things that you need to adjust your focus on. So that was I guess the thought process behind this one. I actually saw this fly on Venice Beach when I was in Venice when I was in Cali, and I just loved it so much. I was like, "That's so freaking cool." It didn't have the background like I made, but the basic fly was from there, and then I added the zoom lens part because I feel like we're always being watched and we're always being watched not just by like the government, but by eyes that are trying to take us out. Love the experience. How do you succeed in marriage? How do you succeed in marriage? I actually asked this people with AI today. Everything becomes easier. Everything becomes easier, but AI still can't do a lot of things. AI can't feel things, like when I like there's things that AI is never gonna understand. And it's like how in that video when I put like that video where I was like, pretend to do the things that you want to feel later on in life. And I said that I was imagining my future husband asking if I was ready to blow this popsicle stand. AI would never understand what was going on there, and neither would the majority of the people around. Love the experience, not the sake of loving. Love the experience, not the sake of loving. Please clarify on that. Love is an act. So love itself is an experience to me. The people that I asked about their marriage, like I would ask people like, "Hey, you've been married for so long. How long? What would you say is important in the lasting of the marriage that you guys had?" And he was like, the man said to pick your best friend. He said to not go off looks, and then he proceeded to tell me, like, "You see my wife?" And I'm like, "Don't you do that, sir. Don't you do that. Your wife is cute." Um, but then he proceeded to say like her being his best friend. And so later on when she came in, I was like, "What would you say the key to marriage is?" And she said communication. I think the most people that answered the question said communication. Men said marrying your best friend. I only got to ask a handful of people because it was like a newer question that I started asking. This would be a good t-shirt design for women. What would? I meant to create such things as thumbnails. What do you mean? The reason I asked because I have one that was probably smaller than that one it first started out, and now if I show it, it's probably almost 4 feet. It's doing amazing. I replanted it once. Oh, nice. 4 feet? How big is 4 feet? Oh, what? 4 feet? 1 foot. Mine's probably like 2 feet. You got a 4 foot money tree? That's awesome. Yeah, no, I've not been able to keep a money tree alive. This is I don't know. I kept one alive for a long time once and then it died. This one, I mean, the fact it's here with us is amazing, you know what I mean? Like it's only got 2 strands. Um it's only got 2 strands. I think about throwing it off often. I feel bad about that, but I'm also like, you're gonna die on me one day, and I hate that. I fucking hate that. I'm always like, I'm testing it, and I'm like, are you, are you dead yet? Oh, it drives me crazy. Fuck. It's just a tree. Um, Yeah, but it's still hanging. So I'm gonna let it live as long as it wants to live with me. um, but yeah, every day I see a new growth on that plant, I'm like, wow, there is hope. um, I've replanted it once, and I was like, throw it away. But I don't know. I was given the directions into what to do, so I did it, and I hope it's okay. Like I think it's okay. I'm still like, do I replant it again? Should I replant it again? Will that help? Will that hurt? But I've decided the best thing to do for it is to just leave it alone. Hello, Superman. Hello. Love is an action. Love is a verb. Yes, I agree. You gotta pick someone you want to keep in your life forever. Be with someone who will fight with you forever and fight for you. Agreed. Agreed. I agree. That is such a hard thing, you know? But I agree. Yeah, someone you want in your life forever. Be with someone who will fight with you forever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's definitely got to be a lot of communication and forgiveness and, growing and, you know, navigating. Experience is growing. You grow together, ride or die. Yeah, I don't want to die. I want to ride or live. I want to ride or live. Love to hate, hate to love. Hello, hello. Hola. Egg chair. But we pick love. I mean, we choose love or or we choose comfortability and we call it love, you know? Some people just choose what's comfortable or they choose what is convenient or they choose the best of what it is, you know? Like I would consider myself pretty like chef's kiss in a lot of areas, but I don't think that I'm every single person on this planet's forever person. You know what I mean? Do I think that I would be a good choice to get sacked with for life? I think I'd be a pretty good choice to get sacked with for life. But I wouldn't want to be with someone just because I was the best choice and I'm a great choice. I would really, really not like that, because I feel like, yeah, I want to be like an active, I wanted this, not like, well, this is the best I got, so I'm happy with it. Nah, ain't the same without the girl behind me. What? What girl? I don't have a grill. Long live plants for real. Long live plants. I like plants. I'm a somewhat botanist myself. I like plants too. Plants and me just don't mix very well. I am like single. I'm reserved. You're trying your plant right now. What are you trying with it? My life left me because of my Linkin Park obsession. You said that yesterday. I'm not in a tent. I know, right? What's up, Leek? How are you? How are you doing? Love, 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 or loneliness? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, I don't really get like lonely like that. I find a lot of peace and solitude in my alone time. That's comfortable over love. That's 100. Comfortable over love is easy. Yeah, yeah, comfortability for sure. Also, learning your patterns and learning your patterns and learning how to navigate that is really important too. I think you're amazing choice. You're fun, interesting, and you inspire feeling in people. Thank you, Superman. Love makes you blind, as they say. I don't think that love makes you blind. I think awareness makes you make foolish choices if you choose to opt out of it. I think that there's awareness there that people just be like, I don't want to see this. Hello, dude. What's up? What? With Chester? Okay. After America, eating chips. What up, Mona Lisa? With the eyebrows. What? Good morning. I'm not young anymore. Oh no. No, I think I'm holding up pretty nice. I'm holding up pretty nice. But I agree, you gotta take care of your health. It's important. It is important. And then so this is Sally and Jack. I love Sally and Jack. This one, if you go online and you look on Pinterest and you look up Jack and Sally, you will already see this person in this painting. But I did the background, so a lot of my work I've seen it somewhere else. I take a bunch of inspiration from online and I just make it my own. um, I love Jack and Sally because the story of Jack and Sally is like Jack's like trying to find his purpose. He's trying to like discover himself and like what he wants, and then he meets Sally, and he like knows Sally. Like Sally's creative. She's always making something or piecing something together out of nothing or dead things or whatever. And she's also trying to like escape. And I think Jack's kind of like he's like doesn't even really realize that Sally likes him. Like he doesn't have the awareness of the love because he's so like me, 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 me. I gotta find my purpose, gotta figure it out, and da da da. And she's kind of like uh throughout the movie, playing this role of being by his side and being supportive. And then, she has concern over him going out and doing the mission or whatever. But, I think she like what prays for him or something. She does something where she's like trying to like watch over him from afar. Um, and then in the end, I think they come together, He like has this like awareness, a new awareness and appreciation for her. She kind of figures out like, hey, you got to go off and do your own thing. She kind of goes off and does her own thing. Then they come together at the end. It was one of the only like Disney like cartoony movies um that I think Jack is probably either I don't know which type of avoidant he is, but I believe it's a dismissive avoidant. But not like heavy on the dismissive, just he's preoccupied with his purpose. You know how much it hurts when the girl you like laughs on someone else's jokes? No. What? Tell me, how much does it hurt? What's on the menu for today? What business ideas do you have going on? So what business ideas I have going on today? I was just checking out my menu. So I do want to finish up the menus because that's like they need that. So I want to do that because I feel like that also kind of solidifies my spot in that company. I also have made a flyer so that I can get my like creative endeavors out there because I really want to be doing more videography, creating and stuff like that. So I have a flyer that I made that I need to print and I need to finish and print. Um, I kind of want to look into day trading. I did my first trade yesterday, so I just want to have more knowledge before doing that. Um, so those are the three like things that are like my business mind's going to. I also really want to get my journals out. I feel like maybe I just want to take a weekend away and go to that I wanted to go to this place. It's like $300 a night, but I wanted to go to this I had this idea of journals. Let me try to catch up real quick and then I'll finish. Very nice block nose after wake up. Okay, I don't know what that means. Gotta love the Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack is the OG. He was all about action. He was all about action. Yeah, he was. And she was all about like intuition. I'm good at work right now, wiring up some lights at a motel. Nice. I don't know why I thought you were a firefighter. How will he know if she doesn't speak up? How will who know if she doesn't speak up? Sally? I mean, she didn't say that she like I don't think she said she liked him or anything like that, but she showed it obviously often. You know, she made him like the basket and like found a way to get it to him. You know, like she like kind of loved him from afar while he did his thing. But she also like had to like learn herself and she had to like learn how to piece herself together and get out of her toxic situation. Is it true once you go? What? Definitely not. I don't really see color like that. Everybody else tends to though. Tim Burton, don't miss. For real, don't miss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you would like to, if you have been blessed, awesome. I love blessings, but also I will never ask for money. So if sorry that you guys, some of you are getting asked from somebody under like my fake. I changed my profile pic, so I'm sure they'll take that one soon too. I think so. It hurts a lot, not even kidding. I wouldn't know because I'm not a man, but that sucks. I mean, I would think that you would think like, oh, so she has a sense of humor versus oh, she laughs at other people's jokes. I mean, if she only laughed at your joke, wouldn't that mean that she was kind of faking it? You know? I don't know. So the dude that I was talking about that I need to send out a shirt for and that got married, I was thinking maybe of sending him this as a wedding gift. But then I'm like, is that even a cool wedding gift or would that be weird? I don't know. Would that be weird or inappropriate? I don't know. It's so weird. Like men and married men friends, it's like I always really love and respect when like they kind of like it's really clear that I have a person in them and even though they have like they're married and they have a unit and I'm still important like that's so like rare but like appreciated. What's up, Skillet? Hello, hello. Yeah, so I don't know him like that or his wife like that. but he supported me so much in the past. So yeah, well, so I made a he's the one that inspired this whole painting. He loves Scooby Doo. We met we met at like a skating rink, and he was super cool dude. We went on one date. We talked about um like his family, and you beat cancer today? Oh my gosh. Congratulations. That's awesome. Um it's weird. Are you a Mariners fan? Congrats on 13. Cute updated pic. Thank you. Thank you. I don't really like take pics very often, so I was really excited that I liked that one. Yeah, I said congratulations, dude. That's actually dope. I think it's a personal touching gift, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, keep cancer is evil for sure, for sure. Yeah, so I went and like searched all online, and I put like all these things. Um but we did go on a date once, so it's hard. It's hard because I'm like, does that make it the relationship? Does it taint that? And that's my fear when I make like I used to not like I got in a place where I was like, man, we can't be friends. Friends and men don't mix. Like, can't be friends and men. Now I have relationships in my life where I have good men that are married. The men that I have in my life are married and navigating life and leading families and stuff, and still make time for me to tell me, like, to just show me that I care, or that they care, and that like the connection is there, and I'm valued, and they're valued very much so. Um but yeah, we only went on one date. Such a cool dude, really cool dude, super talented. He was very handsome, very, very handsome. Um, but when we had that conversation over dinner, uh, we talked about like the talk let me know that we wouldn't be aligned. Um, it was I just felt it. I was like, I get these feelings, and I was like, this isn't my person. This is somebody's person. He's so dope, and I'm so happy for him, but he's not my person. Respectfully sent a note and addressed his wife just so she feels acknowledged and not weird about it, maybe. Yeah, so I have a shirt that I have for him, and I was thinking about giving her a shirt too. This I'm unsure about, but I was thinking. I mean, I think that he would value it. I sent him the original of this, like the paper version of it, because I like I said, I pieced all of these. I have like so many of these. And I actually never finished this one because there's tiny things like the hot dog. You can't barely tell, but there's like kind of place where it's still like bleeded a little bit. Well, you make a pretty good Thelma, I reckon. Yeah, well, so he loved Scooby Doo, so that's why I made that. But yeah, it's so, I feel so grateful when I still get to keep the connection with my male friends, and they have wives. Ideally, I would love to be able to like meet the wife and hang out in the unit and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten that far in any of my like relationships. I only have two. Yeah, all my men friends are married. I don't have any single men friends. But some of them we do not talk or have connect anywhere other than online, and some of them we talk almost every week. There's like two, three. I have three. Like address, the reason of the painting, etc. Not on no weird ish. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The reason of the painting. Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right, Skillet. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your input. Yeah, yeah. I mean, because there's no weird intent. I just never want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Especially Because there was nothing. It was not like we didn't like talk like that or anything. Like we went on one day. There was like a little crush, I feel like in the beginning. We went on the one date and I was like, yeah, this isn't we're not aligned in our beliefs. Which hey, his beliefs could have changed. It was like money. It was about money. Like he had a his view was his mom paid like 30% and his dad paid like 70%, and that was like their dynamic in their household, and that was the like envision that he had. Who knows, he could have changed his mindset on all that, but from hearing that I was like, oh, okay, I understand. And then when the food came, I did, I got my own check and I paid for my own food, even though he did invite me out. um but just that was the reason for me of why I was like, we don't have that same thought process. It's still of a kind gesture. If she takes it weird, that'll be on her. Yeah, all the time. Like it usually it comes down to that. If the other person is secure or not, that security is between them. Her own security is her responsibility, and their security is definitely their responsibility. Um, so like my male friends, I'm sure that they make their partners feel comfortable enough to, you know, ha- have their relationships. I'm 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 talked about in the marriages. I just have not been like connected with both yet. It also does get a little weird when why didn't she read all chat? Because I haven't caught up yet. Can you ask a private question? Your questions have been dumb up until this point, so I mean, go ahead, but I might not answer. Nickel and pickle rhyme together. They do. You just want to be respectful, so I get it. That's how I say it. Yeah, I just want to be respectful. Which I don't think that there's no harm in sending this. Like, I have no ill intent, but I definitely will be sending the wife something if I do end up sending it. Wanted an opinion. Being 29 and single, am I cooked? Been waiting for that one girl I connect with. I feel lonely but happy sometimes. You're not cooked. I wouldn't say you're cooked. Sometimes things take longer because what's for you is being developed. I'm almost I'm going to be 40 in a few years, and real men do cry. Um yeah, real men cry too. He should have paid. I didn't even want to get. I'm sure he would have paid had I not, been like, give him my stuff. But from even like I said, we just had a conversation where his viewpoint on um finances was, the splitting, and that was like, it seemed like an important point. um it seemed like a somewhat of a belief that was set up, and it was just aligned with my beliefs. Like I said, dude was attractive, super talented, like had great integrity and values, one of the most valued, like one of the he's one of and he was younger too, so already before the date I already had kind of been like, you're younger than me. But he is like one of those people that I can count on one hand that makes me go, well, maybe younger guys aren't deal breaker. But to the person that said, am I cooked because I'm 29? I'm 30, in my mid 30s. I don't feel cooked because I'm not like locked in with anybody yet. I feel grateful that I have the time to kind of develop myself. So I would just look at yourself as like a caterpillar in a cocoon. You can't be in your cocoon with another caterpillar. It's just not going to happen. You need that time to develop yourself, to grow, to change, to be the uh, best partner that you can be. I feel like all of the experiences that I've had, all of the times, dates, good or bad, have helped me along the path. I feel like I'm playing Candyland, and at the end, I get to be with my partner, and I really do hope that there's more time than less. But um, I look forward to that. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down. You just stay up. Yeah, yeah, Fuzzy. I think that your younger guys are full of energy. I think that you're really mixing some toxic masculinity. There's a difference between being strong and yeah, 30 isn't a bad number. I agree. Age isn't real, I promise. I know, right? I was just listening to Prince. I think I'm gonna stop counting my birthdays. I was just listening to Prince. And yeah, like age is like social construct. They just want to make us feel bad about whatever number they're trying to tie to us, and you see it in people's age. They're like, oh. They're like their eyes, man, I'm this number now. I'm this number now. I have met people that are triple my number and like full of life. So those are the people I think back to. And I don't want to be around like other people that are so focused on the age and how old they are. So you giving out tips about marriage, but you are not. Nope, I'm not married. Wasn't giving out tips about marriage either because I have never been married. I take tips of marriage. Yeah, crying doesn't make you weak. Emotions that want out, but if you never cry, that's good for you. Yeah, no, emotions definitely want out, and they're gonna find their way out one way or another. So it's so toxic to tell people to not let their emotions out. It is literally, it will destroy your body. It will make you useless for the people that are going to need you in the apocalypse. It will keep you from your growth. It will keep you from the people that you were always meant to be. Do not, do not hold in your emotions, whether you get them out through a journal, through AI, through a friend, through a stranger. It could be a cashier at a gas station. Get your emotions out. Um, I would recommend the journal just, because, you don't want to on everybody, but sometimes you come across a cool person that maybe needs to hear that. Yeah. What's my birthday month? July. I'm a Cancer. Hi, you were listening to Prince? Of course I was listening to Prince. Yeah, they asked him how old he was, and he was like, I don't do birthdays. And that's why I still look like I did 10 years ago. Okay. All right, Fuzzy. You sound like my son. Seriously, it really is. That's what I realize midlife crises are social contracts for us. They so are. And we fall into the trap of, well, I think this is midlife. This is the perfect time for a midlife crisis. What dopamine can I chase? Like what and then like the midlife crisis is really just a coming to of awareness of, oh, I didn't do all the things I wanted to do. Oh, I listened to the wrong people. I people pleased too hard, and then they just go, I'm not people pleasing anymore, and they just kind of like go back. You say toxic masculinity, but stoicism and that attitude is the reason you aren't speaking a different language thanks to World War II ending a different way. Dang, Turbo, you called me out. It is very toxic. I used to be like that in my early 20s. Don't be like that, guys. Yeah, don't be like that. Do ladies like real emotions? Oh yeah, we love real emotions. Well, I can't speak for all ladies. I love real emotions. I love real emotions, but I also understand the importance and uh like I understand the men don't cry, can't cry, things like that, and the pressure to uphold that stoic uh avatar to the world. But I definitely think that men do need more safe places within their life. That is part of their responsibility. But I understand growing up, especially in a culture where they're like, men don't cry, or not having maybe that emotional safety in their actual like circle, whether it's friends, maybe they had a lot of friends that think like that. maybe that's how their parents believe or things like that, and so they maybe like don't express those emotions, and I think that that kind of causes them to hinder themselves as far as being receptive of also being able to take direction or being able to trust outside of themselves. um which you should be trusting God, but also in like a partnership. Like I know being in a partnership where I very much value my partner's direction, um, but I need also for them to value my intuition. And I'm gonna see things my partner's gonna not gonna see, and my partner's gonna see things that I'm not gonna see. And if they aren't willing to put their pride and their ego to the side, they might not be receptive of that. And if their like emotions are kind of like, they are keeping them in and they're not actually bringing them to me, then, it's like I can't be that mirror. I can't mirror certain things. I can't ask them certain questions to help them process their emotions because I'm not doing the work. I can't do the work for you, but I can be an aid. I can be a mirror. Good morning. Good morning. Stay single, married, life sucks. What makes you say that, Parker? I'm very interested in hearing what makes you say that. That is one of my things where I'm like, I'd rather be single than being married and be one of those people that's out here like, stay single, stay single. Marriage sucks. That would be like, put a fork in me. I'm done. Hello, hello. Double tap the screen, you guys. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Answer first. Be best with Pisces. I'm Pisces. Yeah, no. The people that I feel like I've gravitated to and been like really close with have been Pisces. So I'm like a little biased, but I also don't go by that stuff. I will be like, Art, does it say that we're compatible? But if I really like a person, I don't give a shit what it says. I will find a way. I will find a way to romanticize something. I'm like, are you sure? I'm gonna flip a coin, and if it doesn't land on the one that I like, I'm gonna be like, okay. Look, let me learn this lesson. Oh my gosh. My birthday month, also July. Yeah, Cancer's in the house. What's your sign, you guys? What's your sign? Life is balance. Stoicism and emotions both have their place. It's controlling when to release them and how to release them, my opinion. Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%. Exactly. And that's what I was saying is that like you should be able to come home and be able to release those things. Sometimes you do have to process. Sometimes I do need a time away to process and think about things before I'm able to come back and talk to, my partner or my friends or things like that. Are you stuck in a bamboo cage? I am not stuck. To be the man, you gotta be the man. What? Crying is okay. It seems you have useful information from different experiences. So is being single better? I would not say being single is better. I would say choosing yourself is the best. So if you're if you look at your partner, I feel or I think it should feel like you're choosing yourself when you look over at your partner. When my part if I have a partner and they're out in the world and I think about them, I think about what they're doing, where they're at, who they're talking to, the connections that they're making. I want to feel like I'm making a choice that is for me. That's my man that's working so hard and, working on his passions, or that's my man that's, you know, working so hard as his hobby, or that's my man that's, holding the door for that lady because that's just who he is, So, um I think that your partner is a reflection on you. And so if it's a bad representation and you're then going around going, men suck. Friends suck. Don't get married. Don't have a boyfriend because having a boyfriend sucks. if I'm like embarrassed to be like, look, I got a man, you guys. I don't want you to see him or hear him or anything he thinks or says, like then I'm not choosing myself. Because why would I put myself in a relationship that I'm embarrassed to talk about? Like, glory be to God. And I can't give no glory because I'm in a situation that's not for me. So whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, I feel like it should feel like you're doing it for yourself. You're in it for, because if I choose my partner because they're so great and they're so amazing and maybe they're able to like get me uh like a mansion or a lake house or like a farm or like whatever they have, like maybe their family's rich or something like, and I'm choosing them for those external things, that's not ultimately me choosing them for me because they're the best for me. That would be me choosing somebody based off the things that they could provide or do. That doesn't mean it's choosing someone for me. Just like just because I'm pretty or smart or talented, like I wouldn't want somebody to choose me for those reasons. Crying is for everybody. Yeah, crying is for everybody. Weirdo. Can't. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Polly. Alpha and Sigma are literally fake. So it was a book that was used to sell you guys. The vast majority of women find their male partners vastly less attractive after seeing them cry. Do with that information what you will, but the studies on that are fairly conclusive. I think it's definitely more rare to see a man cry or a man express emotion. And so when you do, I feel like it's just as much like it's really like monumental. I remember going to this funeral and seeing this man, and he didn't like cry at all. He was just so stoic that I was like, I wonder if this man even liked that man. And everybody else was like full on raging, like crying. I didn't even know this man. I was just like a plus one and I was in tears. And that man was the last one to go stand up and talk. I have like goosebumps talking about it. And at the end I realized that that man probably knew that man better than anybody in that room and even more than his wife. And he was just holding it together for everybody in that room. And I think that that is definitely a strong man, and I pray that he has somewhere to rest his head. But I hope that he cried. I know that he went somewhere and cried because the emotion that was behind his collected self, I could definitely feel. I've always been happier when I'm single. In a relationship, I always feel stressed out. I'm a weirdo, I guess. You're not a weirdo, but I am interested in hearing like what stresses you out in a relationship. I find my stress in a relationship comes when I feel like certain. I'm a very certain person. Like when I was so certain about my kid's dad, I was like he was put here, like, we were put here for each other, period. I was like, "This is my husband. We're definitely getting married." My son came out on his birthday. I was like, "It's meant to be." And I was just so like that belief in my head kept me going for so much, through so much ups and downs, you know, breakups, like so many things. And the thing that changed was that belief, and now my belief is we were definitely put on this planet to serve the roles that we have served up until this point. But I am now very like if that was my thought was black, my thoughts tend to could sometimes be black and white, and I feel like this is one of those things where it has to be black and white. um and I'm very confident that his person is out there and he's a dope person. I just am very confident I am not that person. So I feel like that's what happens with me when it comes to dating. I'm just like questioning. If I have questions still, it's good. If I have no more questions, I'm not got not a question left. I've already decided in my mind that, you know, um, but what stresses me out in a relationship is being so certain and sure that whoever's out there representing me, you know, I'm not gonna hear nothing crazy back, or feeling like I think I know where the state of the relationship is, and then finding out I do not know the state of the relationship. Oh man, that's the worst. Thinking it's all good and then finding out it's actually very all bad. This chick has stamina. Do you live feed all day? No, I don't live feed all day. I'm just taking advantage that my girls are kind of sleeping in a little bit. Even Jesus wept. Yes, he did. Hi, Dev. When our hearts are full, they pour over. Nothing wrong with crying ever, especially in grieving, because our love just doesn't have anywhere to go. Amen. What's up, Sheldon? Can anyone? Oh, we can't help you. After doing analysis of majority comments, I guess I will remain single. Hey, look, if that's what's for you, that's what's for you. Like I said, I hear that men know almost immediately if they've met the one or something. I don't know how true that is. Obviously, we have 22 people in here. Men, speak up. Have you ever felt like that, or like right off the bat? Is that a normal feeling that you have? Do you have that normal feeling where you're like, I know that this girl is not the one? Like, especially if you're married in here. How long did you know what till you were like, this is my wife? And do you like your wife still now after so much time? Or to the people that are saying like, marriage sucks, I hate marriage. Ugh. Did you know that she was the one before you chose to get married? And did that change? Or did your belief in there being the one change? Love you. Have a great day, Skillet. Thanks so much for coming in here and hanging out. Gemini. Hello. Hi, Adrian. I'd rather be single than in a relationship that drains me out. If I'm not uplifting, meh, I'm out and don't waste my time and energy. Yeah, yeah. So, so cheesecake. I guess my question for you would be, if it's not, you said if it's not uplifting, meh, I'm out. How do you handle being in a relationship when your partner is going through a season of trials? Like say your future partner loses their job and it destabilizes the hell out of them, or say they, God forbid, lose a limb or something, and it takes its toll, and they then do not have that capacity to be uplifting. What have you prepared for that season? Please, everyone, remember to like the stream. Yes, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. It sets you up for who is to come in your life. 100% perfect. No, I agree. Where was the context that made you say that? I'm curious. Don't have any kids. I'm in my 30s. Do I like Pisces men? Again, I don't go off of those things, but I have the people, like the few connections that I was like, dang, they were. I did find out later on that they were Pisces. Grieving is different for everyone. It is true. It is true. No boyfriend. I'm just marry my best friend when I have one. He drank a bottle of Jack and let it out. I seldomly cry. A lot of it is based on acceptance of life as it comes. A lot of that is based on acceptance as life as it comes. So you don't ever cry because you're happy or something brings you a lot of joy. You face exercise. I should exercise my face. Thank you, Superman. Old hot chips. What up? What up? What's up, Peelin? How are y'all? The vibe today, we've been talking about marriage and whether it's worth it, relationships, and how we're preparing for ours or preparing to be single forever. Dude, I for one do not think that is true, and I haven't met the one yet. I for one do not think that is true. Okay, so you don't think it's true. Do you not think it's true because you haven't met the one though? Because I mean, I would understand if you hadn't met the one to where you're like, "Oh, I know," then you couldn't have that awareness of that belief. Or do you feel like you have to get to know somebody? Like I said, I first date in, I can usually tell. But also, that could be my black and white thinking. But I also have most of the dates where I'm like, this is such a dope dude. He's usually, if I go on a date like that, that dude is usually married within a year or two of the date. And it's not nowhere in my mind do I ever go, "Ah, I could have been that one." I've never ever felt like that. I've always felt like I'm so glad that I didn't take any more of that man's time, attention, energy, or resources, because I feel like I don't want to take anybody off their path. Regardless of how I feel or like the emotions or attachments that are there, I don't ever want to take anybody off their path. Listen more than you talk and you find out. This is true. This is true. Hope your looks are magnificent. What? Okay, thank you. Darren. Yeah. Nothing, just waking up. Do you wear makeup or is this a parody channel? I do sometimes wear makeup, usually when I'm going out or to work. Dude, same. We're like in the same timeline, probably. Any plans today? Do I eat meat? I do. I love meat. 7:48, just a physical therapy appointment, car wash. Oh my gosh, I gotta make my physical therapy appointment. Uplift her, of course. Relationships build each other up. Life isn't always easy. I could lose my job as well. Stay motivated and uplift her in that difficult season. Beautiful. Well, okay. How do you know when it's time to walk away in that season? Is there a time to walk away in that season? Where's the line between enabling and uplifting? That would be my next question. Dude, Costco, man. I went to Costco last day. Did you? Good. I think it's probably true because I haven't met the one, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, you can definitely tell if the vibes are off. You can definitely tell if the vibes are off. I mean, like I said, the vibes were not off though. And some of the dates that I went to, I would not say that the vibes were off at all. I would say the vibes were good. They were great. The person sitting across the table from me were dope many of times. I was just there was something in there that I was like, it's like a knowing. It's like your intuition. I just could tell this person was meant for someone else. And I'm not gonna play with somebody else's person because I am hoping don't nobody be playing too hard with mine. You know? I have had times where, I've connected with people that I'm like, we get along great, but I know that this isn't a thing or couldn't be a thing because you are already spoken for and shouldn't even be having conversations. Like, sometimes we have conversations and there's boundaries that get crossed where you're like, I would hate to be on that side where I was that person's partner and they were talking like that about me to other people. Like, that would be, shoot me. Shoot me instead. Take me out back and shoot me, please. Don't you? You don't get none of that shit. Unless they go, hey, guess what? I know your business. Back in the building. What's up? What's up? Just got off of work. Nice. Hi. You can do married. Okay. I'm 35 years old and 16 years into my marriage with my wife. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me. Aw, awesome, Turtle. What let you know that she was the one? Like, how did you know she was the one? 16 years into my marriage. Butterflies will be the feeling in your stomach when you see the right one. I don't believe that, Darren. I don't believe that at all. Like I said, I've only had a couple times where I was like the chemistry was like I was like, what the F is this? And later, after processing and going through experience, it's attachment. Uh, the butterflies in your system, they can be a signal like this is danger. This is familiarity and this is familiar danger and you should get out immediately. But I can't lie. I do love the butterflies. I do be like, oh my gosh, I would way rather like be fantasizing about somebody I have a crush on right now than feeling those butterflies than the stress of life. But you can also delude yourself with those butterflies. You can mislead yourself. You can create a whole version of a person based off of those butterflies that does not exist. Finally out of prison. Dude, I have nothing planned today. I did some clothes shopping online this morning. Probably get some stuff and cook for dinner. Long week. I want to just relax. Nice. Cheesecake. I'm a married and I'm not sure there is time that you know 100% that you're with the one. We change over life, so we have to learn to love each other and all the growth. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. So it's an active choice, is what you're saying. Right. So, because you do have to, you do have to choose a person over and over and over and over. But it's really a choice of, am I choosing this person or not? It's a yes or a no, all in or all out. But as far as the feeling goes, like feeling it 100%, I don't know. Because I did feel 100% at one point. And so the fact that I did feel 100% and I was wrong, and I feel 100% like I was wrong. I don't feel like I was wrong. I feel like I was 100% right as far as, yes, the role that was played up until this point in my life, I do feel like that was purposeful. I do feel like it was the right person in the right season of my life. I now feel 100% like I know that my partner will handle me in a certain way that I have never been handled. I just went to my first PT appointment last week and was not a fan. Oh, why weren't you a fan, Peeling? Why weren't you a fan? I have to schedule mine, and I'm like, part of me is like, is it's gonna be with my husband? Is my future husband a PT person? And then another part of me is like, are they gonna be annoying or a mean person that I don't want to be around and that I would rather YouTube my shoulder? You are an army soldier and single because I can't cheat on anybody. I don't understand. Yeah, yeah, shoulder pain. What's my PT for? Yeah, what's your PT for? But I don't accept cheat, so reason I'm single because continue, but I believe you. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, when somebody cheats on you, it challenges your reality. Like you're stealing my reality. You're not only stealing my reality, but you're stealing the like I don't even get the illusion of safety because then I gotta be in fear for my body, physically, mentally, emotionally, my nervous system shot. It's like you got too many battles in life to fight to be in a relationship that causes you to literally be like destabilized while you're handling life. Like, no. If she breaks my boundaries again and again, run. If it feels like you carry the boat alone for too long, love is also caring, right? If I care way too long, but the respect stays and she's motivated, stay. Yes, yes, respect. That sucks, Polly. Shoulder injuries are the worst. Mine was also for my shoulder. Oh no, we're all out here with bum shoulders. I did go to this adhesive massage thing that was a game changer for me. Oh, really? I need to schedule my massage. That sounds interesting. I'll look into it. I like your more video, but you not reply to me. I reply as much as I can. I haven't got to all my comments, so I'm very behind on my comments. So thank you for your patience. I do put a lot of time, thought, energy, and things like that into my videos. So I hope that's received and felt. And it's not like feeling like catch drop, but I cannot get to all my comments. I do read a lot of them and I do try to like them, but I have such a busy full life that I don't always get back to all of my comments like to say something back, but I will try to capture them and say something in a video, or they might make me think of a video later on. So I definitely value them. Does long relationships that continue for a lot of years and not officially engage or marriage better even if they're children? It's happen a lot nowadays. Does it the best option? I definitely don't think it's the best option. I don't plan on being with anybody in like a long relationship. Like what's the point in us being in a relationship? Like why be in a relationship? I see like I can see myself committing to someone like just as far as dating and getting to know them for like I would say 6 months. I would say 6 months to a year tops. I'm not playing with my one life. Like we could just be friends if that's the case. I don't feel like you should be like getting into a relationship if you're gonna be there. Like I'm not about to be nobody's 5-year girlfriend. I'm just saving up money. Save it single, fool. Save it single. You don't need like money to get married. You don't need fancy stuff to get married. You just need to have a choice and decide that that's the best option for you or not. You left me in the matrix. What? Hello, hello. Hello, Jalen. Hello, Rizwan. How do you do? Tell me why you not reply me. I saw your comment. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I'm a biatch. No, I'm just joking. Double tap, double tap. Like, subscribe. We are going to be closing up here soon. Alyssa Morissette or Alanis. I don't know how to say her name. I liked and subscribed. Aw, thank you, Moondog. I appreciate that. I hope you have an amazing day too. Who's hungry? I'm hungry, for sure. Please remember, yeah, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. The Underground 6 movie? What? Sometimes doing the right thing and always doing sometimes doing the right thing and always doing the right thing. I'm not sure what that means. This is so deep. What's so deep? It's active because loyalty is a decision and dedication is as well. Yes, I agree. Some people are never all in. You gotta care for someone who is equally yoked. You know that? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Some people are never all in. I agree. Some people are never all in from my experience so far. But I definitely hope to have. I don't want to be with somebody that's not all in. I wonder if I could be. I feel like all in says like to me all in says like even if I change next month, you're still 100% all in. I guess like my last relationship with like what I really kind of the importance of it that really came through was like stuff's gonna hit the fan. My life's been so hard. My whole life has been so freaking hard, from childhood to teenage years to adulthood. I get that in the adult years that part is like my responsibility or like whatever, but I've had such a like difficult life, and I know that it's gonna be a lot harder. I know that I'm gonna lose people that fucking cripples me, and I also know that other people around me are also gonna lose people that frickin' cripple them, um, and the poop's gonna hit the fan for everybody, and I want to be 100% in with somebody that's 100% in with me and understands that, yeah, we're not going to go outside of the relationship. We're not going to, be led away by temptation or our flesh. Um, like we have the same agreement as far as what's most important to me. That's children and family. I don't want to say too much because then it's like somebody could just be like and present this like fake version of everything I want. I am not Mexican, I'm Lebanese. No husband. Lol, handled. Handled? Mutual respect. Yeah, handled. Mutual respect. Mutual adoration. Mutual uh appreciation. Welcome, welcome. Nope, never been to India. You have a very different high quality voice. I would love you to be on my podcast first show. Love from Miami. Aw. Hey, email me. I would love that. I am definitely open to coming on podcasts, and I would be interested in hearing the topics that you're going to have on your podcast. I need to put up a way for people to send me requests like that. I've been sleeping on single bed for the last 25 years. I don't know how to upgrade to double. I don't know. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I don't know who Kat Denning is. Thank you for subscribing, Thor. What are we talking about? We were talking about relationships and marriage, what that means to us. I need some freaking, I need some, I've needed some chapstick this whole time. Chapstick is evil. I need Vaseline. Spring have finally corn to Sweden. Everything that was dead now comes back to life, and birds are singing. Yay! Yes, I'm gonna get out in my garden. Actually, that's what I'm gonna go do. Get in my garden. Life ain't easy, but every day is beautiful and a blessing. All we need is each other to get through the rough times. Amen. I agree. Yeah, I don't want to be going through like really hard things in life and to not be held. I don't want to be misheld. I don't want to think that I have uh a solid container and really it's just got like a trap door over here open and a trap door over here open and so and so needs a little bit of attention over here and um yeah, and then the containment is just bad and faulty. You need to find the right people like me. You need to get you a VIP. I am okay. I use Carmex. I don't like China. Yeah, I usually use Vaseline. I used to use Carmex when I was in high school. They got me with the whole something in there. Do you want to be on my podcast? What? Of course I do. Of course I do. I would love that. I'm not sure if you're goofing with me or if you're serious, but I am serious. You don't want to let yourself feel safe when you're not. Yes, thank you, Eddie. That is exactly right. Because I already struggle with feeling safe, just in general. Even the video I made where I was like dancing yesterday, I didn't feel safe doing that. And that's why I love dancing, because you can't dance in survival mode. So they say, I believe I can, but you can see me like staring, and I was dancing for a while, but you can see me like checking and scanning for the surroundings. Like very rarely can I put my guard down, and that's like also in intimate moments, or personal moments, private moments. I can very rarely let my guard down, and I also feel guilty for that. Like I know that my inner security is my responsibility, and I need to feel safe, and I hate that I am in like survival mode. I can chill out, I can be present and things like that, but I'm still on guard. There's still like some guard that I have, and being able to let that wall down and be safe. And then, like that's like the same thing when I was saying like men crying and stuff like that. Like that's not safe. Like to be out like that in the world. It's not safe always for a man to reveal his emotions to the world. So it totally makes sense. Not It's not safe for him, it's not safe for his family, it's not safe for his children, it's not safe for his circle. And the same thing for me, is not safe. um and I feel like being a leader means knowing, like, okay, I'm going to choose someone that in the absence of my leadership, they're capable of leading. And that's what I was saying with my friend yesterday, like, which one of us do you think takes the lead? I definitely value being able to trust someone to take the lead, but that's a very rare thing for me to be able to do. I don't, and it makes it so that I don't even want to take people's direction. I don't want, like, I feel very combative when it comes to taking other people's direction. So I do feel like that's like a little thing here, or I can trust this person's direction a little bit here. I can trust this person's a little bit of their direction here. But can I feel like when I do meet my partner, their actions will be aligned with uh they're choosing God and their purpose, and our connection is a perfect complement to that, just as much as their, like, what their wholeness is a great um complementary to me and what I want to do. But yeah, I feel a lot of guilt for not being able to let down my guard. And then if I'm on a date or if I'm with a man, he's feeling like, oh, this is personal. It's about me. Like, she doesn't feel safe around me, or things like that. And it's not that it's personal. And even that will make me shut down. I'll go to the bathroom and cry and try to like pick myself up to get through something, whether it's a date or a really special, intimate moment, or a movie, or something that I don't want to take the uplifting away. I don't want to be the bad vibe or the burden or things like that. I don't need hope. Vaseline in petroleum based. I don't know what that means. Is that bad? Am I kidding you? I know you like me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to catch up. I'm far behind. Just hit the subscribe. Excited for more streams. Aw, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate that. Sorry I'm so behind. I can be a chatty Kathy. What's the time value? It's 8:13. I don't dance unless I'm vibing peacefully. Yeah, no, for real. I don't dance unless I'm vibing peacefully, for real too. That's how you know if I'm comfortable with somebody, because I'll just be like dancing and moving and stuff. And sometimes I'll catch myself in the minute. Like when I'm talking to my sister, I'm like totally like I'm dancing, I'm moving all around, and sometimes I'll stop and I'll go, "Oh my gosh, is she thinking I'm not listening to her?" Because me doing all those things means I'm listening more intentionally, you know? But when I am around other people, I will be like stoic and normal and stand and stuff like that. And I'll like tell myself, don't move too much. You're gonna take their focus or something. Do I read books? Yes, I read books. Cheyenne, the woman, the myth, the legend. Good morning. Hi, my music. Hello, hello. All right. What's the criteria for being a mod here, guys? Um, the criteria for being a mod is I've just felt connected, and also like they value the chat and keeping it, good, while also understanding that we're not here to like to lock up every single dog that barks at us, because sometimes the dogs that are barking also need to be able to be present for the conversation, so we kind of might quiet them down a little bit. But if there's anything like hate, or people are bullying people in here, or things like that, we remove that. uh, Ollie, I'm ready to protect the child like a fight a boss. And also people being able to vouch for other people, does help. But I don't want it to get to the point where it feels like you can't sit with us, or it feels like some chats that I go in, um like I want it to feel like one for all and all for one. We're all in this together, including the trolls and the haters. But they can be, quieted and stuff like that before actually booted. Some things it's just an immediate boot. We're just gonna boot you. What color are my toenails? They are like deep red. Jesus loves me. It's not like I appreciate you subscribing. Usually, like I said, time, rapport, security, experience. I feel like a lot of people got really mad at me that I modded them last year, and then I unmodded people, unmodded everybody, and a lot of those people disappeared, which is fine. Don't want it to like go to people's like heads, or fluff up the ego. Like, we all are here to connect. We're gonna get monetized. It's coming. Dude, I vouched for Polly as a mod for show. He was a good choice. You did, and I already knew Polly was a good choice. So hearing you say it out loud definitely helped me, because sometimes I'm just like, oh, duh. Because I'm like, I don't want to put it on somebody to where they're like, oh, they feel um like obligated, you know? So I don't want anybody to feel like obligated, or like I'm like making them do something. So I appreciate your guys' guidance and direction and time. I really do. I love you guys so much. We've had such a great stream. It's been 92 minutes, so I do gotta go. And I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna let it catch up. Yeah, you appreciate the mods. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for modding. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and the chat and streams have been way better. Uh, I'm sorry I did it on my own for so long, but I appreciate you guys being here with me throughout it regardless. And I appreciate you taking on the work of doing the modding. Dude, I bought some raspberry filtered sugar cookies from Costco, and bruh, so good. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. I literally can't do that. If I do, I'll eat the whole entire box. Check your Discord. Okay, I'll check my Discord. I'll be here daily attendance 100%, no proxy needed. Okay. No, I can't buy the cookies. I can't buy the cookies. I know the streams have been strong. They're getting better and stronger and awesome. Do you guys have a Discord server? I don't have a Discord server. I'm sorry. I'm here mostly. This is the quickest best place that I'll be. My first. Nice, nice, nice. All right, bye you guys.